Hello everyone, I welcome you all in this practical session of the webinar. You can only imagine how tedious it would be if you have been given hundreds of PDFs of research articles and you have been given a task of citing these articles in the research paper and also to create a reference list based on this. Well, there's nothing to worry because there are so many tools in referencing and citations which could not only automate this task for you of adding referencing and citation, but they could also help you in editing and updating your references and citations with merely few clicks. So in this session, we are going to particularly deal with two of such very well renowned and helpful tools which could help you in automating your referencing and citation and which could make your life literally very easy, and they are Mendeley and Zotero. These tools are specifically beneficial for those researchers and academicians who are struggling with their referencing and citations. So, in today's session, we are going to understand how do we get started with Mendeley and Zotero. Apart from this, we are also going to understand what are the various ways in which references could be added to these softwares. We are also going to understand the various add-ins which are available in this software. By add-ins, I mean specifically the web add-in and the Word plugin which are available. And finally, we are also going to understand how we could create referencing and citations using this software. So let us begin. Before that, I would want to tell you that the installation procedures or the file containing installation procedure for Mendeley and Zotero were already circulated amongst you. I hope everybody has preloaded Mendeley and Zotero, but still, for the sake of those people who might have not installed it, or for those who might be encountering any sort of difficulty, I am going to show you how to go about the setup of Mendeley as well as Zotero. So let's first start our session based on Mendeley. Let us begin. To start with Mendeley, you need to open your browser. Please open your browser. After that, in the address bar, you are required to put www.mendeley.com. Once you are entering it, just press enter. See, this is the official website of Mendeley. So what you have to do is, you have to click on download button. Here you could see on the top right hand side, there is a download button which you will have to click. Click on the download button. After clicking on the download button, you would be given the link for downloading the setup for Mendeley. Now, Mendeley is available for Windows. It is also available for Mac and Linux. So there should not be any compatibility issues. I am using Windows. So that's how, based on the operating system you are using, you are required to download the setup for Mendeley. So here I will be downloading the setup for Windows. Click on Windows if at all you are also using Windows. Click. With the click, the setup would start getting downloaded. Till the time when setup is getting downloaded, you are required to register yourself in Mendeley. Registering yourself or creating your account on Mendeley interface is extremely crucial and it is highly recommended, because once you are creating your account in Mendeley, this would help you in syncing your Mendeley library across the devices. What I mean by this is, many a times what is happening is, some people might use desktop computers at home, and while they are at work or their college or university, they tend to use a laptop, or if you are working, your employer might give you another device to work on. So if you are having an account on Mendeley and if you are syncing that account, then your references will be available across the devices those you are using. So that's the beauty of Mendeley. So here your setup is getting downloaded. So until that time, you create an account for yourself. Click on create account if you are new to Mendeley, and if you are already having an account, you have to click on sign in. Actually, I am already having an account and been using Mendeley for my research, but for the sake of the audience, I'll just click on create account now. These are the two existing accounts what I am holding on Mendeley. So I'll just click on use another account to create a new account for myself. Now here you are required to enter your email. Enter your email. After that, click continue. And then you have to enter your few details of yours, that is what is the password you are choosing and all those things, your name and everything, and just click on register. And the registration procedure is fairly straightforward, so I don't think anybody should encounter any problem. Still, if anybody is encountering any problem, they could reach out to us. So after creating an account, your account will be created. So now, since the setup is getting downloaded, once the setup is getting downloaded, you have to run it as like how you are usually running any of the softwares. And still, if you are encountering any problem with running the setup of the Mendeley, then please refer the installation guide what we have already circulated amongst you all. So now, after doing this whole thing, you will be reaching to the Mendeley interface. Now, this is how the Mendeley interface looks like. Probably if you are new to Mendeley, then there will be no documents which will be showing. But since I am already using Mendeley for my research purpose, it is already showing some sort of documents. See, and here this small icon what you could see on the right hand side corner, that's the profile. You will also see it. So talking about Mendeley interface, if you are seeing, Mendeley interface is very simple and user friendly, and it is very easy to understand. I'll just briefly introduce you and make you familiar with the Mendeley interface. Here you would see that Mendeley interface has been divided into three parts. The first part what you could see here, that's a navigation pane. In the navigation pane, you are going to find options such as literature search, all document, recently added, recently read, and all sort of things. Also going to show if you are creating any specific folders for your any of the project, you are going to see over here. After that, if you are clicking on any of a particular folder, if you are clicking on, say for example, you have created one folder, and if you are clicking on that folder, whatever are the contents of the folder will be shown to you in the middle part, that is here. See, since this folder what I clicked just now, it is empty, it is not showing anything to me over here, it is showing as blank. The last part, that is the third pane, that is the part wherein your metadata or the details pertaining to your particular research article will be reflected. For example, if here I am clicking on one of the source in particular, then whatever is the metadata or the details pertaining to that particular source, that is what is the type of the article, what is the year, what is the volume, what is the issue, and all sort of things will be shown to me on the right hand side. So this is the Mendeley interface. Now let me show you, if you are starting with, it's always advisable that if you are starting with any particular research project, or you are starting with another new research paper for yourself, it is always advisable to that you should create a new folder. So how do we create a new folder? Here you are going to see that there is an option called as create folder. Just click on that option and just put whatever title you want to put in. For example, I am putting project work and pressing enter. So here you would see that my folder containing the name project work is ready. So I'll work on this particular folder. So I hope, see, actually creating folders are not compulsory. You could save everything at one place. Like you could just keep on dumping your references every now and then. But it is highly recommended that you should create folders so that you could be you could keep yourself very organized, and you could conduct your research and manage your references in a very systematic order. Let us see how we could insert the references into Mendeley. So let us assume that I am having a research article, few research articles. Here I am having, see, this is a folder wherein I have collected some research articles for performing the literature review pertaining to a particular area. I'll just open one of these folders. I'm just opening one of these folders and I'm opening one of the files. So this is the research paper what I have collected for my research work, and let us see how we could add it to the Mendeley interface. There are n number of ways in which you could add your references to the Mendeley. Let's start with the simple ones. The first way in which you could add a reference to your Mendeley is by entering the details manually. That is how you could do it. You have to go to File, you have to click on Add Entry Manually. Click on Add Entry Manually. Once you are clicking on Add Entry Manually, you would see a window would pop up on your screen. See. And there are options, they are asking you for all types of details. So first thing you have to choose is what is the type of article. Is it a book, or is it a book section, or is it a working paper, or is it a research article, or what is the type of the thing what you are trying to cite or create a reference. Is it a newspaper, is it a magazine article, is it a web page, is it a working paper? So you have to choose about the source type. For example, here it's a research article which has been part of one of the journals of Elsevier. So let us do this. So what we have to do is we have to pick up the things from here. We have to copy the things and straight away we could paste it there. So here you would say I'll copy the title. Go back to your Mendeley interface. Paste it here. Okay, I pasted the title. Now if you want the uppercase, lowercase for some of the things, and if it is not properly done, then you please do it over here, because see, one of the very important thing to understand over here is when you will start ultimately working in the Word and all, and you will create your references and all, you must always remember that you must not do any editing in Word. Whatever changes you want to apply, you have to come back to Mendeley, put up those changes and then click refresh in Word. That I'll show you. Okay, let us start now. Here if you want to make any changes to this title, like maybe you want M capital, then this bubbles B capital you want, bubble burst, then you want volatility to be capital, spillovers also you want caps, then agricultural commodities, C we want caps, or markets you want caps. So those things you do here. Thereafter you go to the research article again, copy the names of the authors, just copy the name of the authors, again come back to your Mendeley and paste it. See, now there are certain marks over here, so what you do, you delete those marks, and once one author is completed, once author's name and surname is entering, you click enter, then move on to the next author. You would see that the arrangement of the author has changed, the name of the author, and you would see here again I'm showing you, you just delete this comma which is there and just press enter. You would say that the Mendeley has arrange the name of the author in a required order now. And the last one, press enter again. So here all these three authors have been entered, or their names have been organized in a proper fashion. Now go to your article again, copy the name of the journal here, click copy, come back to your Mendeley, paste it here. Now again check it if it is properly written, there is no issues with the capitals, small letters and all. Again you come back here and try to locate which is the year. See, it is 2016, issue is 38 and these are the page numbers. Copy the page numbers, come back to your Mendeley again. See, this is pages, Control V. Year is 2016, then volume, just check the volume. Here you would see that the volume is here. 38. I just highlight it here. Go back to your Mendeley interface, put 38. Okay, issue is not mentioned. And then if you are scrolling down, you would see that there is a provision for adding other details such as the URL if you are having. Then there is something called as a DOI, that is Digital Object Identifier. Many of the journals are requiring you that they want you to, in your references, sometimes they ask you that your URL or the DOI should be there while your references are there, no? They want you to include the DOI or the URL. So if you are writing an article for one of such journals which want you to add URLs or the links or the DOI, then you must fill in those details over here and then click OK. With this click, you would see that the article has appeared over here. This is the one way of adding the references to Mendeley. Now let's move on to the another way, which is also quite simple but it's bit easier. Again, here you go to File and Add Entry Manually. This is the way in which you could look out for the information wherein based on the DOI. So let us find some article which is having a DOI. Let's just find some article on exchange rate. Press enter. Here there is some article on Science Direct. Just click on that. Most of the articles would have the DOI. So I'm just trying to find the DOI. See here you will see that there is a DOI given for this particular article. See, just copy the DOI. This is the DOI for the article and most of the articles will definitely have the DOI. You just copy it. Now come back to your Mendeley. Again go to File, then go to Add Entry Manually, and then what you'll have to do is scroll down, come to DOI, paste the DOI and click on the magnifier icon what you could see next to the DOI. Click on the magnifier icon. See, you would see that Mendeley has recognized the article and all the details pertaining to that particular article, that is the name, a journal, year, issue, volume, everything has come up. So this is the beauty of Mendeley. So now one more thing I would want to add over here while discussing this point is there are many referencing and citation tools, but none of this tool is like free from errors and rectifications. They are auto identifying your details regarding the article, such as article name, author's name, issues and everything. And here also when the details have been pulled out by Mendeley, there is no guarantee that all these fields will be properly filled. There are always chances that there might be some issue in identifying the year of publication, or there might be some issue with the title, or there might be some more issues. So it is always advisable for you to double check for yourself so that you will not end up feeding the wrong details in your research article. You are always required to double check the details which have been filled in. And also I would like to add over here that some type of user involvement is required for making these referencing and citation tools, even Mendeley or for that matter Zotero, free from errors. So here you would see that all the details have been pulled out, including the URL where it is available. So it is always advisable for you that you go back to the source and just cross check all the details, whether they are correct, whether the names of the authors are correct and all those things. So here for me everything seems, at least at the first glance, to be correct. So, and here the title, see, if the title you want certain things maybe caps, then you could make it caps. For example, here I want exchange rate to be E caps, so I'll make it. So if at all you want any of the changes to the metadata or the details which have been pulled up by Mendeley, you please change it and then you save it. So with this, another reference have been included. Now, there are n number of ways. Let me discuss few of the more ways in which articles could be added. Now, another way of adding the references and citation is using the literature search option which you could find over here. Now, the beauty of Mendeley is that Mendeley is having its inbuilt database, that is you have been given an option to search for your literature within the database of Mendeley which Mendeley has compiled. So here if you are clicking on literature search, you would be this type of window would appear and you are required to insert your keyword or whatever you want to insert. Here a literature search could be conducted based on author's name, titles, publication names, year, open access, whatever. So whatever is the for example, if I want articles on exchange rate, I'll just put exchange rate and I'll click, and you would see that Mendeley has returned with whole lot of results over here. So these are the articles. See how many results are there. If I click on load more results, more will be there. See, so many of them. So Mendeley is very helpful even for those people who want to conduct a literature search. Although it is most of the times the PDF for that particular research article or reference will be not available, but then you could look out for the article if at all you want. And if you felt that after reading the I'll just click on one of the article. Here there is one article. Now you have been given certain information about this article. So what I mean by this is, if you want to conduct a literature search, you could just go through the abstract and everything. If it is as per your requirement or you want to go and read further, you could go and look out for the research article or the full PDF of the research article, maybe on your browser or maybe through some database like Science Direct or ProQuest. Fine. So here is this article. We have to just click on the article and we will be given the details of the article. So you have to always remember that again, these fields also might not be perfectly filled. So please do double check for assuring that you are maintaining the quality of your research. Do double check. Now here you would say that there is an article and some of the things are blank over here. Volume is not there, issue is not there. So what you could do is, if at all a DOI is given, as you could see here it is given, you just press on this magnifier and see if it is pulling out the information. So just click on that. So here let me check. See, here you would see that earlier when we checked, volume was not there, issue was not there, page numbers were not there. But once I clicked on this magnifier button, what you could see next to DOI, then all those informations were also retrieved. Okay, so what you are required to do is you have to click on save to library. Okay, see, just click on any of the source, this source if you want, just click on this option, save reference. Click on save reference, see, and you would see it is saved to library. So like this. Here also, if you want this, just click on saved reference and it would come back to your library. So you could like this, you could go through each of the reference, read the abstract, and if at all you are finding this good enough for your research, you could start collecting these references. Now again here also you would see certain details are missing. Let us see if we could pull those details using the DOI. Here it came. For syncing the accounts or for availing the benefit of maximum of the features of Mendeley, you always need internet. But it's not that it is wholly like offline, you cannot work with Mendeley, but for majority of the features you need internet connectivity. So let me save this also here. So if I am going to my library, now we are in the literature search mode. I hope literature search must be very easy and must have been understood by you all. So what you will have to do here is just click on literature search, enter your keyword or author's name and whatever details you are having pertaining to the type of articles you are looking out for. Click on the article, save to reference, and that's it. If some of the information is not given, I told you one of the ways in which you could pull this information is by clicking on the magnifier option which is next to the DOI. So this is one of the way. Now come back to your library, that is click on all documents, project work. So the articles what I pulled in, they were added to your all documents. See, recently added, I'll click. So these were all the articles which were added recently. Let me show you some more ways in which you could add the articles to your research. These are fairly simple ways. For example, now if you are having these articles, okay, or if you have already created a folder containing the articles what you have selected, it is always advisable before you start writing a paper, you collect as much as work you could collect on that particular topic. So here I have collected certain articles based on one particular topic. Now if I want to create the references based on that, there are ways in which what I could do is I could simply just hold control and select as many as you want, okay, and just pull it, hold it, pull it, bring it to Mendeley and drop it. See, this is a drag and drop methods of bringing the references to your Mendeley library, which is very simple way. So here again the details, see, if you click on this, you need to work on the title, how it is written. Now so many details are missing over here, so you might have to look out for the article on the web and fill in the details, because here I can't see the DOI also. Let me check another one. Okay, here all the details are filled in properly and DOI is also there, and you would see that, see, in the middle section you would see that for the articles for which the PDF is available, you would see a small PDF icon next to that particular source. So since for this source PDF is available, what you could do is, see, let me just click on this. For this PDF is available, right? And how I open the PDF file? Just by clicking, double click on that, and the PDF file is ready. So what you could do is, since most of the details you can't see over here, you just try to find out these details in the paper and fill in accordingly. So here in this case, the name of the authors, if you see, they are written properly. Check if the title is written properly. The title is also written properly. This is, just check the type. This is a research article. Yes. So pages have been identified. Now the issue. Here it is given 37 and 38. So this might be the issue. Sorry, this might be the volume. So just copy it and paste it. Issue is not given. So once you are fitting in, you have to just enter. You need not save or anything. It will be saved for you. Just since I have already opened a PDF here, I would show you that the Mendeley is allowing you to store your PDFs. Mendeley is giving you almost 2 GB of space wherein you could have your files. Now another thing is that there are ways, once you are having a PDF of a research article in your software, what you could do over here is you could add notes, or you could even create a highlight. Say for example, if I want to highlight this part, see, it has been highlighted. So while you are doing your literature search, if any of the part you are finding important and if you want to highlight it, you could do it. You could also insert notes. See, there are ways in which you could add notes. Then here also you are having an option to include notes based on that reference. So this is the beauty of Mendeley. wherein Mendeley is serving as a one-stop solution for all the researchers. So let's move on to our library. The drag and pull is one of the method of adding the references. Also remember that whenever you are saving something on Mendeley, to sync it, always remember to sync it so that it could go in your cloud storage and it will be there forever, and whichever device you are accessing through, it should be available to you. So here on top you would see a sync button. Click on sync button and this would sync your library to the cloud storage. Let me show you another way of adding the references. Here on the left hand side you could see a small file icon. You have to just click on here. There are options of adding files as well as folders. So let me show you how you could add files first. Click on add files. Locate your folder where you have stored your research articles. Hold Control if you want to select more than one article. Click open and all the references has been imported successfully in Mendeley. Now let me show you how you could pull the entire folder in Mendeley. Add folder. Locate your folder in the Mendeley. My folder is there on desktop, so I am just choosing the folder. Click OK and you would see that the entire folder has been pulled in. So Mendeley is also one of the safe way of creating a backup for your files, so that if at all because of some unforeseen circumstances you are losing your files and all, then you could create a backup of your research articles in Mendeley. Now let me show you one more way in which a reference could be added. That is through web plugin of Mendeley. So here on tools you would see install web importer. So you will have to click on install web importer, and once you are done doing that you will have to go to your browser. Now since for me the Mendeley plugin is already installed in my browser, you could see on the right hand side there is a small Mendeley icon which has appeared here. So what you will have to do is you go and search for literature. I'll search it on Science Direct. Just type the keyword what you are looking out for. So I'm trying to collect articles on exchange rate. So I type exchange rate over here. Simply place the magnifier icon. See, n number of articles have appeared over here. So what you could do is, if you are performing a kind of blind literature search, then what you could do is you could just click on Mendeley icon, Mendeley extension. So Mendeley would pull like whatever number of research references which have appeared here, all the references will be pulled. So you could click select all. Then you could also choose the folder where you want these articles to be stored. So here I want it in project X. So I am selecting that and clicking on add. So all these articles will be saved in that folder of mine, and if at all PDF is available, then that would be also saved. This might take a little time because there are too many articles, almost 20-25 articles were there in the search result. So since here you could see a reference and a blue tick mark, that means that our articles have been pulled in successfully in Mendeley. So let's go and check it out. For bringing the articles in your Mendeley, what you will have to do is you will have to click on sync button. So this would sync the web library with your Mendeley library. Always when you are working on Mendeley, do not forget to click on sync button. Whatever new references you are adding, once you are clicking a sync button, those references will be stored in the cloud storage. If you are pulling some documents or references browser plugin, then those will be also pulled in into your Mendeley desktop, but for that you will have to click a sync button. So all the references have been pulled in. Here are those references which I just now pulled in, recently added. So this is the basic way in which references could be pulled in. There are n number of ways you could enter manually. There are two ways which I showed you about how to enter manually. Thereafter you could conduct use a literature search functionality of Mendeley. Then there are ways such as straight away pulling the folders of file or dragging and dropping, and also you could use your browser plugin for bringing the references. Now having understood the various ways, now one more thing which I would want to discuss over here is none of the citation or referencing tools will be free from the error. Although it is identifying the metadata or the details for your paper, it's your responsibility that you please cross check and double check if the details are perfectly filled. For these references to be error free, some type of user involvement is definitely required. So you please cross check all the time whether the details are correct or no. If you are having a PDF file, then what you could do is here I am already having a PDF file, so certain things which have not come I could put in by copy pasting manually in the feed. Then the second way what I showed you is that if you are having a DOI of a particular research article, then you could put in the DOI and click on the magnifier icon. Here see, you just have to click on the magnifier icon and the details will be pulled in by Mendeley. So please double check, and this would help you in ensuring the quality of your research. So since we have understood the various ways in which the references could be added, and so far you must have understood that how easy it is to deal with Mendeley and bring in the references in your Mendeley. Let us move on to another thing, that is how to work with Mendeley in the Word. Now, as I showed you earlier, there is an option called as tools, and there is a plugin which is available, that is Word plugin. Since I have already installed the Word plugin, here it is coming for me like uninstall the MS Word plugin. But for you it would come like install Word plugin. So you have to insert this plugin. Fine. So now you just go to Word. Once your installation of the plugin is completed, you are going to find Mendeley plugin in References. You click on References and here is the dashboard of Mendeley in Word. See, in References you would also find the inbuilt plugin or the inbuilt reference section of Word. But this is also helpful, not at all. I'm not saying that it is not that beneficial also, but it is not having as many resources as Mendeley, and it is also not as quick and efficient as Mendeley. Here also there are options called as insert citation, and you could change few styles and everything, but it is not that prompt and quicker. So let's deal with Mendeley, and I'm going to show you how you could insert citation and create your references. So let's get started. So I'll just pull out some text, I'll just copy certain things from here. Yeah. And I'll bring it in my Word. So I just bought some text. Just assume that you are in the procedure of writing your manuscript and you have typed certain things based on your literature review or anything like that. And now I'm going to show you how to put the citations. See, in-text citations are required to acknowledge the work of others. If you have taken the idea, or if the thing what you have typed is based on someone's other's research, it is always important to cite it. So there are ways in which you could cite the text in the body of the paper. Like this research paper, you would see, let me show you. Here you are seeing one of the papers. See, highlighted in the blue are the citations, in which you would see that there are two ways in which the citations are done. I'll show you both the ways. I'll just take a highlighter to show this. You would say that there are ways. In the first way, what has been done is they have written a paragraph. I'll just highlight it. You have seen that in this case a paragraph has been written, and to support your claim you have given certain references like one, then Adam, Olson. All these references have been put up in the parenthesis, that is in bracket these references have come. This is one way in which you are typing a paragraph, and at the end of the paragraph you are adding parenthesis and inserting the citations which are required for supporting your claim. I'll show you more of such instances wherein it is written at the end of the paragraph. See here, or I'll show you here. You could see a paragraph has been written, some lines have been written, and to support the claim you would see here that certain citations have been given. Fine. So this is one way in which you could cite. And another way is, or instead of mentioning the citations at the end of the paragraph, the citation or the name of the author, the sentence itself, it starts with the name of the author. Let us see those references, that those ways also. Here you would see, let me just highlight this first for you. Here you would see that the name of the author, Tang and Zing 2012, reports that increase in correlation is more pronounced for commodities in S&P GSCI, confirming the growing relevance of index trading. Wherein instead of writing the citation at the end of the paragraph, you would see that the sentence itself has started with the name of the author. And here you would see there is a slight way in which there is a change. See, here you would see that everything is written and the parentheses are closing for everybody. Here you would see that the name, based on the style, how the surnames of the authors would appear, and then you would see here that the year has come in brackets, that is parenthesis. Let us see more examples of this. Here also again, this sentence is there wherein the name of the authors or the citations of particular reference has come within the lines or the text what you have written here. And you would say that the format is different, that is the name of the authors, that is their surnames, and into bracket the year has been given. So these are the two ways in which citations could be created. So let me show you both. Go to your Word now. Let's assume that I have written something. Although, see, this copying thing I just straight away copied just for the demonstration purpose. Otherwise, do not pick up something straight away like that from any of the research articles. You are required to paraphrase it, you are required to write it in your own words, and then only you are going to create a citation. Otherwise, you will be caught up in plagiarism. So here, I wrote this paragraph, and to support this paragraph, for example, I want to put some citations to support my claim. How do I do it? Go to references, click on insert citation. Now this window will pop up. Now you could search for authors based on if at all you are remembering any of the term which is there in the title, or if you are remembering the name of the author, just have to put it. So I'm not remembering right now in my library what authors I have. So just you type something. So I'll just put let's see if some, So if the name of the author is Smith, and you just type the name of the author, what you are remembering, whether the first name or the last name, whatever you are remembering. See here, two results have come. You just click on the result, okay? And if this is the research article you are looking out for, and let us assume that you want to add few more, you just type. I'm just randomly adding it. So if a few more you want to insert here. So you are thinking of adding around 3 references to support your claim. So this is done. You just click OK and done. The references would appear in your text. Like here, I'll just highlight it so that you could see it more visibly. Bold here. This is the first way of inserting the citation. Now the second way of inserting the citation is when the sentence would start wherein beginning of the sentence the name of the author would come, like Smith and Jones inferred or concluded or stated that, or you might include it in the middle of the sentence. So let us do that also. Let us assume that there is this sentence. I just want to put that the authors estimated that I want to start it with the name of the author. Here I want to add the name of the author. So let us see how we could do it. Just go to your references, click on insert citation. Just randomly search for any of the author. Here I want to add this author. See, okay, Catney 2020. Click OK. Now here you would observe that the format which we want is different, and the format it has appear is different. See, I'll make it bold. How do we want it? We want Catney and Proti and 2020 into parenthesis. This is the way we want it. And how it has appeared it, first there is a bracket, then there is a name of the author, then there is again a comma, then there is a year, and there is close the bracket, wherein you would see that in the research paper the way it is written. I'll just highlight one of these. See, here you could see that the name of the author is there. Let me just highlight. Yeah. So here you would say Hafner and Hertz 2006. Just highlight it. Here you will say that the name of the authors, that is whatever is the order in which their surname should appear, and then into bracket the years are there. This is the way, and how it has given to us in Mendeley is that bracket is there, name of the authors, however their surnames, then there is a comma, and then there is 2020, that is the year. Now your intuition might tell you that you just added it manually like this. See, I'll just delete the comma and put parenthesis, and this is the way we want it. And then there is a message that is keep manual edit, and this is done. But no matter how much you are getting tempted to edit it in your Word, please don't do it. Because what would happen is, it is fine with this particular draft, but many a times what is happening, we are sending a research article to the journal, and unfortunately they are sometimes getting rejected, maybe because they are not fitting the requirements or some other issues, and then you are planning to submit it to another journal. Now another journal might have a different guidelines for referencing. As I told you that we are going to come to that also, the styles which are there, that is APA, MLA, Chicago, Harvard. There are so many styles. So let us assume that for this you was working on APA, and now the research journal where you are planning to send your research is asking for a Chicago style or MLA style. So then once you want to change it, for example this paper, you just want to change it to another style, that is the point when it would start giving you problem, because you have manually you have tried to do some changes to it. So please do not do any changes manually. Now, how do you do that? How automatically Mendeley would give you the type of format you would want. What you are requiring to do is, I'll just copy the same thing. Press enter, control V. What you are requiring to do is, you type the name of the authors, how they would come. So after typing this, what you are requiring to do is, you go to references, you go to insert citations, okay, you type which author you want. This is the author I want. You click on this, okay. And now once you are, it has been selected, you highlight on this. That is, you highlight on the name of the authors, and you are going to find an option called as suppress authors. So you click on suppress authors and click OK. So now since you have clicked suppress author, only the year has come. That is, let me just highlight it over here. Make it bold. See, it has come automatically through Mendeley. This is the way of creating this particular style of citation, wherein you want the name of the author to be somewhere in between or at the beginning of your sentence. Let me do one more thing for this. One more time, let me just do something on this. Okay, you just Control C. And you want to insert in front before starting the sentence. How do you bring it in that format? Reference, insert citation. So some author you choose, Imran. I'll just choose this one. Just click on that. Click on suppress author so that only year would come, and you know that it is. Click on suppress author. No, before clicking on suppress author, let it appear the way it is. Okay, see, it has appeared as Malik and Shah. So you understood that the order in which it would appear, that is the names of the authors, would be coming as Malik and Shah. So what you could do is, you understood here that it is going to be Malik and Shah. You type it, and thereafter what you do is, since you have already having it, I'll show you if you have already inserted it, how you could just click it to, you could convert it just to years. I'll just highlight both so that it should be more visible. Now here, Malik and Shah has been already put up by you. So just click on that, and after that go to references, click on edit citation. Again, click on Malik and Shah, the option, and click on suppress author and click OK. So this would keep only the year and the format required by you for, just make it bold. See, this is the way you want it. Fine. So again, a word of caution, please never edit anything in the Word. Whatever references or citations you are trying to manage through Mendeley, please never make an attempt to edit it manually in the Word, because that is going to cost you in long term. If at all you want to have another draft and all those times, that time you will be not able to swiftly switch on from one style of referencing to another style using Mendeley, and some of the parts will be not changed properly. So this is the thing. Okay. So now just let us randomly insert some more citations over here. Okay. So now this is the body of the paper you created by adding the citations. As I told you earlier also, there are two ways of adding the citations. If you want the name of the author to be entered in the beginning of the middle of the sentence, there is the one way, that is the name, that is how the surnames would appear, and the year into parenthesis. And another way, you type a paragraph and you enter all your references into parentheses to support your claim. That is create references. So for inserting the references, what you will have to do is just go to insert bibliography. Before that, what you will have to do is you will have to choose the style. Currently Harvard style is selected, but you could always change it to whatever style you wanted. And if the style what you are requiring is not available, what could be done by you is you could click on more styles. Click on more styles. Here possibly more styles will be given to you. If still you want to look out for more styles, or the style what you are requiring is not given, click on get more style and here you could search. So here you see, so whatever are the additional styles apart from those given will appear over here. So I'll just see the installed ones. I want Chicago manual, or maybe if you just click whichever you want. I'll just choose APA. Okay. Use this style and click on done. So with this, whatever references you have created, that would change in that format. Now what you will have to do for inserting the bibliography is that you will have to click on insert bibliography. See, and just with few clicks the bibliography has appeared. You have to give the title, that is how your research journal wanted to appear. And now these are the references which are based on APA format. You could always format it to look more decent. You could change the font styles. You could change the size of the font as well. So here now there might be a possibility that you need to carefully cross check it. There might be always a possibility that there might be some errors with that, so you will have to carefully cross check it and see where it is. And again I'm telling you, do not get tempted to make any changes in the word. Mendeley will be automatically incorporating all the changes. Only thing is that you have to go to Mendeley and make the changes. Let me show you one thing. For example, this particular reference is there, Cattani. I understood after reading a main source article that it is not, the year of publication is not 2020 but it is 2018. So what will I have to do? You go to your Mendeley, you go to your library, search it, here I found it, click on that. Here I want it to be 18, and here since the DOI is available, just click on the DOI. See, as I mentioned to you earlier also, if some of the fields are not there, there are some ways in which you could fill in the details. If DOI is available, click on DOI and here all the fields if available will be filled, but I think DOI is also not able to recognize it. So another way is, if at all you are having a PDF, you check it, cross check and enter manually. If that is not there, you go to the browser, look out for the article and feed it manually. So here I want to change it to 2018. Okay, it's done. So you go to your Word. See, in Mendeley you need not save anything, just feed it, it will be saved. So now here you would say that it has not changed yet. What you will have to do is go to references. Here you would find in the Mendeley dashboard there is a small button called as refresh. Click on refresh and see. Here the year of publication has changed. So this is the way for incorporating any of the changes. Now if you want to include few more references to it, for example, now you thought of adding some more references based on the demand of the journal or anything. They might have asked you to conduct an extensive literature review, so it bounced back and came to you. So how do you do it? Go to insert citation, whatever references you want to add, you click on that. Click OK. Now, you need not insert your citation based on alphabetical order. You need not insert it, say for example, this is start from B and this is start from C. So you need not organize it in alphabetical order. You could place it wherever you want as per your requirement. But when the references would be generated, it would always have it in the alphabetical order, properly organized. Fine. So this is the way you could deal with Mendeley. In Mendeley, we understood how to get started with Mendeley. Then after we understood about which are the various ways. I showed you around 4 or 5 ways in which the references could be quickly absorbed into Mendeley. Then I also showed you how to deal with the plugins, that is web browser and the word plugin. And also I showed you how to create your references and citations. So here there is always a button called as styles. So you could change it to any style you want. Here I click on Chicago Manual, it got changed. Now if this is IEEE, something new. Let me just click and see how it comes. See, when I clicked on IEEE, what has happened is numbers have been given. See, numbers have been given, and here also numbering has been created. So what you will have to do is you just click on the style you want and it will be done. But for this to work efficiently, what you will have to do is, the only thing required over here is you should not make any changes in the word. You will have to go to Mendeley desktop and incorporate the changes in the software itself. So having understood the Mendeley setup, and I hope everybody must be quite familiar with Mendeley so far. So now let us jump on to another interesting software which could make your life easy, that is Zotero. So let us start with Zotero. For Zotero, again, the primary requirement is you will have to go to Zotero's website and you will have to put in your browser and you will be taken to Zotero's website. Just type www.zotero.org and you will be taken to Zotero. Now, here you would see a big download link. You have to click on download. Once you are clicking on the download button, you would see two setups are offered to you, Zotero for Windows and Zotero Connector. Now, let me tell you one thing, that these both setups are required for the Zotero to work effortlessly. That is, Zotero Connector is also required and Zotero for Windows is also required. And whenever you are operating in Zotero, your browser should be on, your connectivity should be on. Okay, so you are required to download both the setups. Download this and download this also, and run the setup on your computer. So now I have already registered myself on Zotero, and the connector also has been already installed. You just have to install. I hope everybody must have already installed it because installation manual was already circulated well in advance. Now this is Zotero. This is how Zotero looks like. The Zotero interface is looking like this. So let me just make you a bit familiar with Zotero. So here you would say that before anything else, what you'll have to do is, you'll have to go to Edit, click on Preferences, and there is an option called as Sync. So you will have to click on Sync option. Now, here you will, after clicking Sync, you will be asked to register yourself. Since I have already registered, here you would see that my username and everything is coming. So just like how you registered yourself with Mendeley, you will have to insert your email ID and the password, and you will be registered again. Registering yourself is highly recommended for creating a sync. If you are not creating an account, then you will be not able to sync yourself, and references will be not available across the devices. Fine, so let us start. Now one more option is there, that is site. Under site you are going to find styles which are available, and you could get some additional styles also by clicking on get additional styles. So you could search over here and the styles you will find. Let me see if I could find. See. So these are the various things which are available. So most of the times the styles which you are desiring are available, so you will not have to look out for more styles. Just click on OK. So now, having downloaded the setup of Zotero and also created the account by going into edit and preferences option, let's get familiar with the basic interface of Zotero. Now this interface is almost quite similar like Mendeley, wherein you would see that three parts are there. That is, first part is all the navigation pane is there, that is research, my publication, duplicate items and things like that. Then here whatever is the content of a particular folder from the navigation pane, that once it is open, that would be shown to you in the middle part. And if you are clicking on any of a particular reference, then whatever is the metadata or the details of that particular reference would be shown to you in the last quadrant or the last pane. So this is how it looks like. Now it is always advisable to you, since I have already started working on Zotero, I am having certain references in here. For you it would be blank if you are new to Zotero. Now it is always advisable for you to create a separate folder for each project to be well organized and systematic. So how it could be created? Go to the left hand side, you would see a small folder icon. Click on that folder icon and give a name what you desire. I'll write research work and research work over here, and I'll save it. Click OK. Now this is the folder. My folder looks empty because there is nothing in it right now, and my library is the master library, which would, if you are having around 5 folders, then all the 5 folders, whatever is the content of those folders, will be shown to you in my library. So this is the thing. Now let's start collecting some references for you. Let us see how we could add references to Zotero. You have to go to File, click on New Item, or what is the type of the source you are trying to create a reference. Here you would say that Zotero is offering wide choice of the sources types, that is, see, you could see from case, conference paper, dictionary entry, email and whatnot, almost everything which could possibly one could cite. So in terms of Mendeley is not offering you so many options, but Zotero is definitely offering you. This is one of the key point to be taken note of, that you have, if you are into some sort of a stream and wherein there are certain things you are trying, you tend to cite based on the type of work which you have undertaken. So Zotero would give you a wide variety of source types. So here I have to, if I am citing a journal article, I am going to click on journal article. Click on journal article, and now here, as you could see, all these fields are there. So if this is the journal article, what you will have to do is similar to Mendeley, you will have to just cut, copy, paste in Zotero. So here all the options are there, that is DOI, then date, series, pages, issues, volumes, publication, abstract, then the title. Okay, so you are just required to fill in all the details just like how I showed you earlier in Mendeley. So you will have to just paste it here. Now another thing is that you could create notes. Hmm. So if this is the reference you are creating, I'll just create some reference here. I'll just copy this title, I'll paste it here. Zotero title, I'll paste it. And in Mendeley also you need not save anything. Here also the once you are filling it, it will be auto saved. So if this is the rest of the details, I'm not filling it. I hope everybody must have understood that whatever details are available, you just have to paste it here. Now this is the reference which I created. Now there is an option for me to create notes. Now while reading this article, if there are some crucial notes which I want to take, then here you could click on notes and go on typing your notes. Okay, so here you would see below this reference is since the note has been created, the note has appeared just right below the reference. So this is one way you could create. Now another way in which you could bring in the references is this. See, on the title bar you are going to notice one magic wand button. There is this stick like magic wand button. Here you could click. If you are having ISSN number or DOI number of an article, then you could pull in the article through web. I'll just show you DOI of the article. Let us find out one article with DOI. Here, let us see if DOI is available for this article. Yes, here is the DOI. Just copy the DOI, go to Zotero, click on the magic wand button, paste it and search. Let us see if it could fetch the details. Yeah. So here you would see that the details of the article for which you entered a DOI has been already fetched by Zotero, wherein almost all the fields including the publication, the date, pages, DOI, URL, everything has been brought in by Zotero. Fine. So this is one of the way. Now another way is drag and drop, how we did it in Mendeley also. So what you could do is take an article, drop it here. See. So all the data regarding the article has been appeared. So drag and drop. But you can't just pull in the folders how we did in Mendeley in Zotero, because Zotero is not giving you as much as space like how Mendeley is offering. Zotero is giving you around 3 MB of space, so storing the folders or creating a backup might not be possible here. And like let us find out some more ways in which our references could be brought in. Now go to your browser. See. Once, as I told you, Zotero is having two parts. One is the setup for Windows and another is Zotero connector, which must be installed to your browser. So here is my Zotero connector. So a small icon would appear just like how Mendeley icon has appeared. At the same place Zotero icon would come. So just go to Science Direct or any of the other database which you might be following as per your subject area. Try to look out for articles. Just click the magnifier sign. So here you could click on the Zotero extension which is available. Just click on that. Now these are all the articles which are available on this particular web page result. So all these are there. So what you could do is you could select all and save it. But if you don't want to perform this type of blind literature collection procedure, then you could just go and read it properly and then add to your collection. Here supposedly if I want to drag all the article and then I want to go through and read carefully and all, then you could just click OK. Okay, all this will be added to your Zotero. See, all these articles, all these references will be added to your Zotero link. Now another way is, see, this is getting saved. Since there are too many articles, it is taking little more time. So it has been saved already. Now if you don't want to perform that type of blind way of collecting the literature, click on any of the particular article and you want to read it carefully and you want to go through the abstract, and only if it is you are finding it appropriate, then you are taking it away from here and collecting it to your reference list. Then here again you click on the Zotero icon, it will be saved here. It is asking you where do you want to save it, whether you want to save it to my library or research or more. So I'll put research work because that is the folder of mine. So click done and it would be saved to your folder, individual folder where you want it to be saved. If at all there is a PDF available, then that PDF would be also extracted in this procedure. So this is the way how you could, this is almost similar to how we did it in Mendeley, wherein you pulled up all the references from a database, and if PDFs are available, they are also being pulled up. So this is the thing. So let's come back to Zotero. So you would see that, you have added references over here. Okay, I'll just show you one more time, because bunch of references we pulled in from here were not specifically saved to the folder what we are targeting. So just click on Zotero extension, click on few because it should not take too much of time also. Okay, and then click OK, and you could change the location where you want to save it. So I'll choose research work because that's the folder which I have created for collecting the references, maybe based on the particular area. Or you could straight away save to your library also, but just to avoid being little clumsy and to be little more organized, it is more advisable that you saved it in your folder itself. See, here you would see wherever there are PDFs available, they will be also extracted. And since we are trying to pull in more than multiple files, it might take some time. So it has been saved already. Let's get back to Zotero and you would see here. See, so many research articles have been pulled into our folder. And again, I'm reminding you that none of the citation tools is free from the error. So you double check the details which have been filled and ensure that it has been perfectly filled. So this is how the Zotero, the ways, I just made you familiar with the ways in which you could include your references into Zotero. Now let us talk about briefly about the add-ins. I'll just delete everything. So let me just pull out some more text from here. I'm just straight away copying. Let's make it slightly more bigger. So let us see how we could use Zotero plugin to include citations and references. So here you would see that there is a Zotero tab. If a Zotero plugin has successfully inserted, then Zotero extension would appear in your Word taskbar. Here it looks like this. There are few options, that is add edit citation, add edit bibliography, and certain settings. So let us see how to go about this. So let us assume that this is the paragraph I have typed and I want to insert some citations at the end, support my claims. You have to choose the style, just choose the style. And the styles once chosen could be always changed again also. Click on OK. See, once you are doing that, a small Zotero window would pop up. So here in this, you are required to look out for the authors. Now if you are unable to remember any of the names of the author or the keywords, what you have to do is you have to go to the classic view. Once you are going to the classic view, for example this is the folder research work, then I am going to have a look at all the articles or all the references which have been included. So let us assume that I want to cite this particular person. So what I'll have to do is just click. So here it has come. Now if I want to include multiple sources, okay, I'll just do undo. I'll again do add edit. So let me go to classic view. If you are remembering the name of the author or anything like that, then you need not get switched to classic view. Click on classic view, research work. And if you want to include multiple sources, then what you will have to do is click on multiple sources. Now this is one of the functionality which I personally did not like, because in Mendeley you have to just straight away go on feeding the references you want and just click OK. But here it's not like that. If you want to insert more than two citations, then you will have to add it like this. Click on this, click on the green arrow, another one, again click on the green arrow, another one, again click on the green arrow. If you don't want anything in particular, click on the reverse arrow, it will be deducted. Again a green arrow, it will be added. So click OK. So this is the way how references could be added to it. Okay, and if you want to add a reference at the beginning, just like how I showed you. So if just go over here, type the reference. As I mentioned, I'm not remembering, so just go to classic view. Here there is Rahim, so I'll just add it to him. Now as I told you, if you are mentioning the name of the author in ahead of before the beginning of the sentence, then you need not put it in, you are not supposed to put it in this format. So go highlight on this. Okay, you know that it would appear like this. So what you do is Rahim, add edit citation, type Rahim because we already know the name. This is the thing. Click on Rahim. But for you to have your changes incorporated, what you will have to do is you can't straight away change it. You will have to go to classic view. Okay. Here you click on suppress author and then you click on OK. So then you would see that 2020 has come. I'll just make it bold for you. And then you could delete this. So this is the way how references could be added to Zotero. Now let me just quickly show you that how to insert the bibliography or the references. Now one of the key difference between bibliography and references is that bibliography would include all the sources which you might have used in the process of idea generation, which you might have cited in the body of the paper or which you might have not also cited in the paper. Whereas references are only those sources which you have cited. So let us create our references. So what you have to do for that is go to Zotero, then add edit bibliography, and here the bibliography has come. Now the rule of thumb remains the same. If at all some things are not as per your requirement, you will have to go back to Zotero, make the changes, come back to your Word. Here also there is a button called as refresh. Click on the refresh button and the changes would be incorporated. Fine. So this is how, and then there are ways in which you could change the styles also. Go to document preferences and change the style what you have applied. Here there are many styles and I have already showed you how you could look out for more styles in this. So you could change the styles also, but do not make any changes in Word manually. Refrain yourself. Go to the software and make the changes. Now in Zotero, let me show you one more thing. How do we create bibliography, auto generated bibliography in Zotero? Now research work is there and you want to create a bibliography based on that. As I told you, what is bibliography? Bibliography would be all the sources which you must have referred or in the process of idea generation and all. So let us do it. So what you'll have to do is click on create bibliography from collection. Do right click on the folder and click create bibliography from collection. After that you will be asked to choose the style and you have to click copy to clipboard. Copy to clipboard and click OK. Once you do that, come to a place wherever you want to paste it. Have your cursor and here. Here is the summary of all the references what you have bought in. Fine. So again what you could do is instead of, if you don't want all of the sources which are part of your folder, what could be done is just click, hold control and click few of these whichever you intend to add. Right click and create bibliography from items. Choose the style, click OK. Do not forget to select copy to clipboard. Come to the Word and paste it. So this is how Zotero is also functioning. So since you have understood the basic functionalities of both the apps, it's up to you which one you would prefer and what is your requirement. But as far as comparison goes, then I personal viewpoint that I'm finding Mendeley more user friendly and better in terms of features and well suited for my personal requirements. One of the advantages is it is offering more storage space than Zotero. Second thing is I'm finding the interface of Mendeley more user friendly and simple, and the way of functionalities are also very simple in Mendeley. Apart from that, you could just store your PDFs, could mark up your PDFs, could save your notes and all. So that makes Mendeley one of the one-stop solution for all the researchers. And one more beauty of Mendeley is that Mendeley is having a app-based application also for a mobile phone, Android based. So you could save it and also sync your references and work on your references through your phone also, which Zotero doesn't have. So based on your requirement, you could try out both and choose for yourself which one you would be more comfortable with. So let me just show you one more thing now, Zotero for that matter. And now understood that there is something called as Mendeley, which is more user friendly and offering more benefits, and you thought of switching your from Zotero to Mendeley, but the only problem is you are already having your references. So I'll show you how you could export your references to Mendeley if they are already in Zotero. So for that, what you'll have to do is, this is the folder, right click and you will have to go to export collection. After this, you have to choose the format as RIS. Actually, BibTeX is also there, which is a good format. But I have personally observed that when I'm choosing BibTeX, then there are certain things like maybe titles are not properly formatted, or the author name are not getting properly exported. So you could try it on BibTeX also if it works. So you click OK. See here, export files options is also there, but eventually you might have to add files manually because the files are not getting exported properly. So click OK. So you will be asked where you want to save this. I'm choosing desktop because it is more handy. I'm clicking save. Okay. So once this is done, you go to your Mendeley. Now here in Mendeley, you create a folder for that. What is the folder? Research work. You could name it whatever you want. Click enter. Research work. So here, go to files, go to import, and you are importing a RIS library through Zotero. Click on that. Now come to the place where you have saved it. That is your desktop. Now in desktop, here is the file that because you have chosen RIS, it is only going to recognize the RIS files with that extension. Just click open, and here all the files have been bought in, and even in one of the case I could see that PDF was available, so that has been also exported. So this is how you could bring in your references from Zotero to Mendeley. So if you are having any queries or any doubts, you could post it and it would be answered. Thank you so much for being very kind and patient audience. You could always reach out to me. My email ID I'll be giving. So you could always reach out to me for any of the queries or any of other things you want to discuss out. Okay. Thank you for being a lovely audience, and thank you for your kind support and cooperation. Thank you.